Ah, there we go. There they are.
Ishmael,
Gentlemen, how are we doing?
how you doing?
Good, how are
Good.
you?
How are you?
Thriving. So, which one of you guys, JT, I know we've got your presentation. JT, has your presentation been edited or no?
I sent you the link to my presentation. Yeah, I also edited a bit.
Wait, both of you, and Claudio, Simeone, we have your presentations?
Not yet. No,
Yeah, I
I need
sent
to
it.
send mine through.
Okay, Claudio, can you do that now?
Yes. It's not finished yet because I've been focusing on just doing outreach.
Okay, but yeah, send it to us so we can finish it for you.
Cool.
Okay, wonderful. So, can you send it to me on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Wonderful. Anita, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Alaikum salam. Good, thank you.
Anita, your presentation, is it ready?
I've got it ready, but I'm not at home at the moment, and I'll be leaving soon. I can send it soon after, straight after.
Okay, perfect. Just, with edit
Yep.
access, yeah?
Sorry?
If you could send it with edit access, that would be perfect.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Now, is anyone here not at a stage where they're booking calls?
Yeah, I can't get through to gate. I can't get past gatekeepers. Like I've not booked the call yet.
And JT?
I'm booking calls. So yeah.
Okay, so it's Anita, have you booked any sales calls?
No, I've not had any sales calls. I've had a problem with GHL. I'm still figuring that out with the team, but I've not had any calls.
Okay, what's your current issue with Go High Level?
Sorry?
What's the current issue?
I can't add any UK numbers, and the numbers keep disappearing and the account keeps disappearing, so I'm having to redo everything from scratch for some reason.
Okay, I'll get that checked. Oh, Luis, can you check that?
Yeah, I'm in touch with Lewis about that.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Now, which one of you guys have a sales call to review?
I do.
Yeah. Do you guys know much about your personality types?
I'm
Yeah.
guessing that you
I don't
know
know too
the
much
bulk
about
of
it.
it.
You're all Machiavellian cunts who think you're better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. You basically just think like your shit doesn't stink, everyone else is retarded, and that
Right.
they don't really deserve lives. And for some reason, you have to exist amongst them. That's typically what happens. The lower the IQ, the better of a human you are. The higher IQ, the worse you are.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. JT, I love how you say sounds about right, but you got one of those dog shit fucking sales calls we've seen fucking exist.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So, Simeone, do you have any sales calls for us to review?
I don't, the last one I Ethan reviewed, that's the last one I've had.
Okay. And
I
Claudio?
could pull that one up though.
No, I've not been able to book any meetings.
Okay. Fine. Okay. One thing just to break down for you guys, I need all of you guys to get is over here. Let me just share my screen. Does everyone here understand how the new offers work?
No,
As in, you actively do not understand them.
I get that it's, so I'm landscaping, so it's $75 per vetted lead,
Yep.
and the first 10 are prepaid,
Yes.
which is the upfront fee.
Yes.
But then what does the in a bundle of 20 or 40 mean?
No. Okay. When it's landscaping, it's 75 sold in batches of 20 or 40, not 10. So you either sell 20 a piece or 40 a piece. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you're not selling in batches of 10, you're selling in batches of either 20 or 40. So we do 75 times by 20, that is 1,500 upfront, or 40, which is 3,000 upfront. And now you are selling leads, and that's it. You have qualified the leads, but it is not an appointment. It is not a face-to-face. That is the duty of the business owner. Make sense?
Yes.
Anita, does that make sense?
Yep. A bit different from before, but it makes sense.
Yes, pretty much before was a little bit too difficult, making the results harder to achieve. This makes the results
Mm.
much easier to achieve and allows automation to take place.
Yep.
Claudia,
Yeah, okay.
So is that setup fee like, let's say you get them 10 clients in the future and you've made the setup fee so that it's based on those 10 clients. Do you
yeah.
get paid individually for those clients after you get the setup fee?
So let's say
Or
we
no?
20. They've prepaid us for
Yeah.
20. The next 20 we will not charge. Once we have
Oh, okay,
completed
cool.
20, we charge them the next 20.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you charge them the next 20 like in one go? Or
Yes.
is it after individual? Oh, okay, cool.
Look, you can do it individually, but that's a bit of a pain in the ass. It's, in my opinion, much easier to charge in batches.
Fair enough. Makes sense. Cool.
Let me just confer with Zach. So you guys can either go down that route or you can just bill them every month how much is owed.
Okay.
Okay, JT?
Do we still charge them monthly like ad spend?
Yes.
How much is the ads? We should.
Depends on the niche. You're typically looking at 1K to 1.5.
Got it.
And this is not applied to anything with a physical location, such as gyms, med spa, chiro, or dentistries, which you'll be charged for walk-ins. But you guys will see on that sheet that there is vetted walk-ins.
Mhm.
Yeah. Simeone,
Okay, so just to clarify, we charge them for a bundle of 20, and that
Yep.
is all up front.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Or you said something about charging them monthly, billing them monthly,
But no,
and that would all be after?
you need, yeah. So the way that that one would work is wait, let me just forward Claudio's presentation. Boom. Cool. So the way that works is you charge for, let's say 20 appointments up front. Now, the first month, you got 15. Perfect. We don't charge them anything on top. The next month, you've got another 20. So 5 is still owed. So the end of that month, you only charge 15. Does that make sense? Or do you want me to put it on a Miro?
Put it on my row.
So you see here? So it's just
Yep.
reconnecting. Perfect. So I have charged the client 20. So this is the prepay here. So let's just do prepay. So this is before we start. Right? So let's just do. And that's long, basically done. 4 more times, 2 more times. Perfect. So I have pre-charged them 20 leads, right? 20 vetted leads. Then we begin, right? Month 1. Right, so month 1. So let's make these green because these have been paid for. Right? Now, month 1, I get them, let's say, I believe this is 15 leads. Right? This has already been paid for. So at the end of the month, I don't charge them. Then we now move on month 2. The reason we don't charge, they've already paid for it, right? Month 2, we do this many, which come from the prepaid, and then you've booked in extra appointments over here, which haven't been paid. So by the end of this month, we charge for this amount here. We're charging for these ones because they haven't been paid. Does that make sense? And then
Yeah.
each month after, it's just what hasn't been paid. Whether it's a good month or whether it is a shit month, we just charge for what we have produced. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And Simeone, any other questions on top of that?
Yeah, so that was with the Billing at the end of the month model or the model that you
Billing at the end of the month.
had
So
us,
upfront and then month.
and that's what we should do.
Claudia,
Okay, yeah.
What would you recommend ad spend for a dentist?
dentist 1K.
Cool. Would you recommend focusing on Invisalign or just normal, like general dentistry?
General dentistry, but I would run all types of offers, hyper test, and see which one performs best.
What do you mean all types?
So whether it is Invisalign, whether it is composite bonding, whether it is veneers,
Oh, okay, cool.
run it all.
Perfect. See. Thank you.
JT,
Early on, you said the real estate niche is good to practice sales calls on, but for delivery, it's better to switch to a different niche. Like, which niche do you recommend for me based on my personality market?
you say personality market and then make a strange face.
Okay. Okay,
Anything.
just a recommendation.
I would stay away from gyms. Med spa would work, HVAC would work, roofing, solar, you'd be fine in. I think you'd be fine in most niches. I just wouldn't put you in gyms, but every other niche is relatively good. Zach, what are your thoughts about JT?
I agree.
Okay.
It really doesn't matter. No gyms,
But you agree, no gyms.
no gyms. It's very hard to book sales calls. If you can figure out a way to book in sales calls and you have an email system that's up and running, gym niche is probably the gold standard of SMA, but it's really hard to book in sales calls.
Yeah, so just I would go med spa. You look like a doctor.
Okay. I think when we first met, you recommended dentistry. Like, is that better?
Dentistry is also good because you also look like a doctor.
Right. Okay.
Do you know why I say you look like a doctor?
Yeah, you said I look like a doctor. Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
It's Asian.
Why? Oh, okay.
So now, guys, does anyone have any sales calls to review? Or if you want, I can review your cold calling scripts.
Can you look at my cold calling script?
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Yes, same here, please.
Put it in the chat.
I have sales call if you want
Oh
to.
yeah. Please put it in the chat.
Sure.
All three of you put all that in chat. We'll do the sales call review first, and then we can do that after the sales call after. Wonderful. So cool. I got JT's video ready.
Would you rather it in a doc or just like that?
Just said that's perfectly fine.
Cool.
Okay. Claudia, is yours ready?
My what, sorry?
No, so Simeone, is yours ready as well? Okay, no, okay, perfect. Got both. So let's review Simeone's first. Fucking dog shit. Okay, Simeone, can I please get edit access? Are you trying to interrupt? No. Let's do. Tell me when the access has been provided. Yeah, perfect.
I sent it as a doc as well, just if you wanted it like that.
Got it. We Oh, we're working with landscapers and we know that what is this? First of all, we gather a massive amount of leads, but we know that the online leads are awful. People want more jobs. What? What are you talking about, Simeon?
That's what, I don't know. I thought that was like saying we get them leads, but we don't just get them online leads because online leads are awful,
So this
but then we qualify them.
okay, so first of all, we gather a massive amount of leads. We build up a zip code database. But we know the online leads are awful. But yeah, perfected. So the second part we have perfected is vetting the leads. Rough. So we are seeing. So we see that on 200 leads we gather roughly 10 to 13 per month. And that's okay. This is better. Just use this as a rough framework, and that
Okay.
will close more deals. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now let's look at Claudia. Hi. Give me 1 second.
I saw that and was like, what the fuck is this?
Okay, who got this dog shit script? Could you help me out with something? Because all of you dumbasses have.
I don't know. I ended up putting that in there.
What does the first sentence have to do with the second sentence? Literally analyze it. So, guys, where's the connection here? This is Claudia. We haven't spoken before. Could you help me out with something real quick? So they say yes. Help. Okay, perfect. So my team and I, we essentially work with clinics in California, yeah, and we help them getting Invisalign patients through the door on an all-in performance basis. And I'll let you know it's a joke. The results we're getting for our clients are crazy. Name. Can I let you know why this is working so well? What the fuck does the second paragraph have to do with the first one? Where's the connection? Do you get my point, Claudia?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So break it down for me.
Well, the help, when by saying help, it doesn't really. I'm basically asking them to help listen to my pitch.
Yes. Which doesn't make full sense. Change the intro to this. Now look, it will work because people are stupid. Because their brain will just like adjust what you're saying. Have you guys ever seen those Instagram posts which say like all the words are mumbled, but it basically translates to if you were reading this, you were in the top 10% of the world who can break down a sentence, blah blah blah. But it's like written all correctly. Right. So your brain will fix all like their brains will fix so you can it does work. But better would be, hey, we haven't spoken before. Can I Perfect. Put that as intro. Okay, this will work. The only thing I would add is just the two-step process of the lead generation. So just something like this. It's what I've made for, and this is what I adjusted. So just adjust this for your niche, and that should be fine.
Okay, cool. For the second part.
Wait. No, hold on. I'm being a twat. Delete. So I meant this part. Yeah, but then change it from vetted to vetted walk-ins.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Now, JT, let me see this call. Okay. JT, this is a 50-minute call, so I'd rather review this in my first hour today. Should we do that? Perfect. So then I can review the whole call. How bad is it, JT?
I remember it being pretty bad. Yeah. Just
Wonderful. Wonderful. But you improve consistently, so I don't mind that. So, guys, do you have any dying questions?
I wanted to ask something about outreach to dentists.
Tell me.
So I went to look at the email script that you had, and it was to do like a video script. Do I have to make a video, or can I just make like a script so that when I call up, I send it to them when they ask like to send through an email to the dentist?
So that's to do with looms. Zach is a lot more familiar with looms. Now, I've used them successfully, but it's been a while since I've used them. So can you bring it up with Zach?
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, give me 1 second. Zach's just Zach's just awesome. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Claudio.
yeah,
Okay, cool. There are two ways to do it. The first way takes a lot of time, but the results are marginally better. You basically record a personalized video for every single client. So you go to their website, you record the loom, your face is in the corner. You're saying we're personally reaching out to you because we think you're a good fit, et cetera, et cetera. The second way is you can record an evergreen audio file. Hey, we're reaching out to you. So you don't say the business name because it's going to be applied to every single person that you're reaching out to. And what you'll do is you'll record a loom with the person's website in the background, and you're just going to overlay the audio file on top of it.
okay. With the first one, is the only thing that's changing like we're reaching out to a business name, and then the script is the same.
Yes,
Okay,
it's for your personality type. I would recommend recording the audio file once because you're going to burn the fuck out after recording it 10 times. Your energy is going to drop off. You're not going to want to do it. You're not going to sound enthusiastic. Record one really good evergreen and just overlay the audio.
okay, cool. Is there a script for that?
Yes, I'll send it to you.
Cool. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Simeone.
I have a question about positive rapport for landscaping. So questions that I've asked before are like, how many jobs do you do in a week? What are your profit margins? What are some other good questions for landscaping?
You need something better than what your jobs per week, what your fucking margins. What else have you got?
What's that?
You must have better questions. What else can you think
How
of?
how much they make a month? How much are they making a month right now?
Okay, let's say I brought you 10 leads. How many will you likely close?
Okay, yeah, I have asked that one before.
Yeah, but we need more. You need to ask consistently. What are you currently doing in order to get more leads? Right? What have you tried?
Mhm.
What have you tried that hasn't worked? Right? Based on what you're currently doing, what is your conversion rates dependent on the methodology? Does that make sense, sir?
No.
So let's say referrals. From your referrals, how many closes do you get?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
Does that make sense?
yes.
Right? Now, based on your door knocking, what is your conversion rate? Based on this campaign or whatever the fuck they're doing, what is your conversion rate? Make sense?
Yes.
Now, do you want more questions?
But yeah, so profit margins is a good question, right?
Yes.
Okay, and
What is your capacity? Right? How many jobs can
capacity per week or
no, how many jobs can you currently handle as it stands? Make sense? Right? Because
yeah,
landscape,
like on a weekly basis or
yes,
just
yes,
ask them generally.
just generally, right? Based on current team size, can you handle more or are you limited? This will depend on who you're speaking to. Some people can handle more, some people cannot. Right? The ball can just hire it out to
Okay.
practice, others may not be able to do so. Right? What is your best month? What is your worst month? Right? And then you can tell them, what did you do differently that best month compared to the worst month?
Best month and worst month as far as
Amount of fucking money made.
okay.
Make sense?
Yes. That should be good, thank you.
Okay, wonderful. JT.
So right now from the sales calls I booked, the show up rate is about 50%. So right now I'm doing like email reminder 24-hour, 4-hour, 1 hour, and calling them an hour before.
Okay, are you making the WhatsApp group chats?
Oh,
Are you
what's
making,
up?
are you making WhatsApp group chats?
No. Oh,
Why?
I just started using WhatsApp about a week ago or 2 weeks
Okay,
ago.
but you know what to do?
No,
So what you do is you need two WhatsApps. One is going to be your pretend virtual assistant or your pretend number two or just someone in your team. And let's say it's a female profile. You tell them nice and simple. Wait, give me 1 second. Yeah, so it's two group chats that you need. No, so two people, which is yourself. So you're pretending to be, so you have you, and you're pretending that there's another fucking team member. That team member says, "Hey, Simeone, super happy to see that you're booked in and into our systems. You'll be speaking with JT on Friday. Let us know if there's anything you need beforehand." Or looking forward, not that one because they may ask questions. Just say, "Looking forward to speaking then." Then you message 24 hours before, and you message the day, 1 hour before the call starts.
Okay, and you'll show up like a text on their phone.
It's WhatsApp. So it'll show up as a WhatsApp.
Okay.
The only thing is some prospects may not have WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. And this way I don't need the 2FP, like the US have this law where to do text I have to like pass a 2FA.
No,
Like that I don't need that to do.
that should be fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, gentlemen, I'll see you on the call. Please get back to work. And if you got any, I've got your presentations. We're working on them now. There's just a backlog because it's everyone's presentations that we're working on, and then I'll see you on the call later today. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
I recommend
Thank you.
See you, thanks.
Alaikum salam, thank
Okay.
you.